Ladies and gentlemen, this is Joe's Classic Video Games back with another really cool pinball video for you this evening. We have been working on this Bally Rogo. It just sounds better if you say it like that. Bally Rogo pinball machine from 1974. And it looks very 1974. We bought this a while back. And have got around to finally fixing it. So we filmed a couple videos of us fixing it. If you didn't see those, go check them out. They're here on our channel. We've already uploaded them. Now, this game has some really cool artwork on it, and we're going to play it here in a minute. But what in the world is with that name, Rogo? I was just thinking about it, because I'm trying to figure out what it means. Like, what does Rogo mean? Right? I'm sure there's a very simple answer. I could probably find it by researching it. But I noticed something really interesting. Okay, so this is Bally. Bally later would be bought by Midway. Right? Or bought Midway, whatever they merged. And then Midway, the arcade game company, made Mortal Kombat. But by that time they were also Williams. Right? Williams, Bally, and Midway were all the same company at that time. They made Mortal Kombat, and the second character from the end of Mortal Kombat is named Goro. So that just came to me. It was an epiphany. You should have been here. It was like a eureka moment. So I wonder if they stole Goro from Rogo. Interesting. Has nothing to do with anything on this game, but I just thought it was an interesting way of spelling things. Unless I'm spelling Goro wrong, which is completely possible. But anyway, the art on this was Dave Christensen. I'm always wondering if I'm saying his name right. He did some really cool stuff. He did like the Future Spa game that we had. That is him, same guy. And he also did the famous Matahari. One of my absolute favorite games ever. Great backglass, too. He also did, I don't know if he did Strikes and Spares. I can't say for sure he did that. No, I don't think he did. But he did Old Chicago, for instance. He may have done Strikes and Spares, I don't know. But this is actually a very good backglass. The colors are a little weird. Coloring's a little strange. But it's, So you got a big eagle, and by the way, his eye up there lights up. So they went through the trouble to make that where it would illuminate, and it does. So his eye lights up. You have this big blue eagle in the background, and it looks like on the sample versions, they use the same artwork, but different colors. So a lot of times you look at back glasses like this and you think they were just slapped together. They weren't. They went through a lot of trouble and decided this is exactly how they wanted it, right? So there is a big blue eagle in the background. And you see his talons down here. Right? And then behind him is this green field with these little lines in it to take up the dead space. And then the play field is dominated by these two characters here in the middle. So this is like a little pick or something with a chain on it. I don't know. And then over here is the same thing. But see, the chain over there only has one link on it. This one down here has one link. This one down here doesn't have any links. And then it has this kind of electric kind of theme to it. So like this, 1 to 4 can play. Do you see down at the bottom of the back glass that brown staining, how it looks like there's dirt down there? Basically, at some point, the back glass of this started flaking away. You can get kind of a good idea of what was going on by looking at that. So the paint on the back had kind of flaked away and started cracking away from the actual glass. Now, the glass itself did not crack. It's just the paint did. Because a lot of times when these get old, like they're stored in a shed or something, and so the heat and the cold and the heat and the cold makes the glass expand and contract, expand and contract. And the paint that's on the back that's silk screened onto it doesn't expand and contract at the same rate. So you start getting things where the paint cracks. But the glass doesn't actually crack. So anyway, what somebody did was there was dirt between the new cracks in the paint and the glass, but what they did was they triple thicked the back of the glass, which meant that it stopped the paint from flaking away and saved the artwork. But that dirt is trapped in there for forever on this particular one. It also is faded a little bit. So if you see like his little, see his neck piece there, it's kind of like a red. Well, this cape would have been red like that too, but it's faded pink over the years, which kind of matches his and her skin tone, which hasn't faded at all. So his cape would have been more red originally. This probably would have had a little more red in it. That would have been more red. And that would have kind of changed the look of the glass a little bit. But also the top, the Rogo would have been more red. And it's faded, so what can you do? But just that little bit of fade has kind of made the glass look a little bit too pink. But oh well. But check out. Now I'm not an artist, so I was talking about how cool a back glass was and how much I liked it, and somebody replied and was like, "Well, you know, I'm an artist, and that ain't that great." But to me, this is a very nice back glass. It's very well done. You can see how it's kind of got like almost like a 3D effect too, because of the way that he designed it. So once you look at it a little bit, the characters start kind of popping out of the glass, because you've got that eagle and he's fully, you can see that the eagle's there, right? Which means that it's more in the background and the character's more in the foreground. And then you've got, you know, he's doing the arm pointing at you, that's got to be really hard to get that just right, to get the length just right where it looks like they're actually pointing out of the glass, but it kind of does look like that. And then for whatever reason, and we'll look at the playfield here in a second, for whatever reason, the chick is asleep or something, but she's having sweet dreams. But she looks like a complete badass herself. I don't know. Maybe not. I was thinking that was her shield, but I guess that's not. That's on his arm. So I don't know. I don't know why she's knocked out. Don't completely get that. But it's a really cool looking back glass. I like it. I'm trying to see what look at this. That feather right there is purple. And it's the only one on the entire back glass like that. Why would they go through all that trouble? Let me go around on that side. Because they have to, maybe something else is faded. Look, that's purple, and nothing else is. So that means that they had to pay to do one extra color, purple, and nothing else is purple. So maybe something purple is faded too that I'm not aware of. And then also, I'll show you one other little thing. Look on his horns, if this will show it. Yeah, there you go. Look at how they silk screened in the little stippled red so that it just makes it look like a shadow. Look at that. Man, that's crazy. A lot of work went into this. This is my whole point. And in my opinion, it looks great. I would love to know what else was purple. Surely to hell, they wouldn't pay for an extra color on the back glass just to make that one little piece purple that could have just as easily been blue. Maybe this is purple, and it's kind of an illusion. I think it is. Boy, we get down to the really important things here at Joe's Video Games. We figure it out eventually, though. Okay, so after you look at the really good back glass, in my opinion, even though the theme, I have no clue what's trying to happen here. You get down to the playfield, and there's something similar going on the playfield. So there's your blue eagle, or I'm calling it an eagle, maybe it's something else, with no purple feathers. And he has the same green background with the kind of starburst thing going on. And then you have these two fantastically drawn figures here on the playfield. So you got dude here who must be Rogo. I would guess that's his name, Rogo. Because I'm not aware of a chick named Rogo. So you got Mr. Rogo here, who's drawn very well. And he's got this kind of, hey baby, look on his face. And then you got this beautiful woman over here, who's on the other side of the eagle. It's very well done, I think. But it's just a strange theme, though. But it's 1970 freaking 4. You know? It's 1974. I guess this was kind of how things were in 1974. I wouldn't know. And then all of the plastics are kind of plain. They're just red. They've got some little lightning bolts on them and things like that. But that's cool. You know, it fits the playfield very well. It looks good. So in my opinion, it's a weird looking game, but it's a pretty good looking game. I think they did a good job with it. All right, so we're going to read the rules, and then we're going to try to play it. What do you think about that? Oh, I should have showed the cabinet. So you got your eagle on the side. You've got your kind of cream lightning bolts, kind of on a orange base. And then you have a little sword here on the side. This frame originally was this same cream color, and we painted it yellow just because we thought it would make the back glass pop out a little bit and look a little better, because it's kind of got the same color. Everything looks kind of bluish greenish, but now with the yellow in there, we think it makes it stand out a little bit more. But hey, what do we know? And then of course on this side, same thing. This thing is not in perfect shape. It's been abused a little bit. Now, on the Internet Pinball database, they say that there are 3,075 of these that were made, and that is confirmed. But for whatever reason, ours is serial number 4,238. So, I don't know what number they started at, but even if they started at 1,000, if they only made 3,075 of them, that would make the top one 4,075. And ours is 4,238, so wow. Their numbering scheme is suspect. And then on the front, you got the hint of some golden wings there, and you've got the hint of some electric lightning bolts at the bottom of the top. Kind of your standard pinball stuff. All right. I don't know if this apron is the original apron, because that looks like the older Bally stuff to me, but I could be wrong. This could be original. 3 balls per player. You could also make it 5 ball, of course. All right, so let's read the instructions, and then we'll check out the playfield, because you may not know, but if you read the instructions, it makes almost every game more fun to play. All right, so it says 1 to 4 can play. Insert coin and wait for the machine to reset. Insert coins for additional players. All right, we all know that. Shoot ball through top center lane and open the Odin and Valhalla gates. I did not know that. Oh yeah, I see it now. All right, so when you shoot up at the top, usually you land in one of these 3. So either you go through the center lane, or you land in one of the 2 saucers on the side. So the center lane says 1,000 and bonus advance, and it says opens both gates. Now, if you were to land in the left one, it says you get 2 bonus advances, so that's actually better than this one. Because on this one, you only get 1. 2 bonus advances. You get 500 points instead of 1,000. And it opens Odin's Gate. So Odin's Gate is over here. Odin's Lair. Open when lit. Right? If you land in this one, 2 bonus advances, 500 points, and you open the Valhalla Gate. Valhalla, open when lit. I still have not thought of the name of the girl. If you were watching other videos, the name of the girl from Impact Wrestling that does the Ride to Valhalla or something as her finishing move. That's how she beats the other girls up. What is her name? There's Tessa Blanchard, and then there's another girl. She's really tall. I don't want to say big girl because you'll think I'm saying she's fat. She's not fat. She's big. She's tall. Can't remember her name. I'll have to go look it up here in a minute. The Valhalla, open when lit. I have no clue what Valhalla or Odin is. I haven't really looked into that. I've heard of both of them. Okay, so back to this. Oh, and on this particular game, for whatever reason, these two rollover light shields have no light bulbs under them. They didn't design them with light bulbs, so those never light up. Shoot ball to advance, bonus scores. So they're basically just telling you, hey, try to get bonus things everywhere you can. So the bonus ladder on this particular game, as you know, in the 70s, lots of games had bonus ladders. On this one, it's right here in the middle with these little shields. It goes up to 20,000. Very cool. I noticed when we were testing it that when you go up to 10,000, it lights the extra ball when lit button over there. That's a fun one. Let's see if it mentions that. Advancing bonus will light extra ball target light. Yeah, there we go. Hitting the target when lit scores 1 extra ball. The reason, see how that's in bold? That's because you can change it, I believe, to where if you hit it, you just get points or something like that. I may be wrong about that. Advancing bonus will light special light. Ball through loop lane when special is lit scores 1 replay. Very cool. Okay, so if you advance this enough, the special light comes on. Where in the world is the special light? I said, will light special light. Oh, it's right in the middle. Wow. Special when lit. It's the plastic. Yeah, I got to try that. Hopefully we get that. So if you knock it through the loop lane, it calls it. A lot of people call that a horseshoe lane. They call it a loop lane on the card. With that lit, you get a free game. That's pretty cool. Okay, now here's the kicker. So you might be looking at this game and thinking, well, hell, there's not much to shoot at. You know, there's other games that are laid out similar to this, where they've got the horseshoe in the middle, and then you know, long shots on the side up to the pop bumpers, okay? So like Darling, Jubilee, those are like that. There's several of them. So all of you pinball aficionados might be looking at it and saying, I don't know, it doesn't look that fun to me. There's nothing to shoot for, right? No spinners. I like spinners. I understand your point, but let me show you something. Collect bonus score in left lane or when the ball leaves the play field. So, many games, you get the bonus whenever the ball leaves the play field. See, it says collect bonus right there. So at the end of each ball, you get your bonus. But some of the really cool games give you an opportunity to get the bonus right in the middle of the ball. Which means if you're good enough, I'm not, but if you're good enough, you can run this bonus up to 20,000 points and then go collect it and then run it up to 20,000 points again and then go collect it and do it over and over and over again on the same ball, right? Or even if you collect it when you've got 5,000 points, it takes it back down. And well, I guess you know what? If you collected it when you had 5,000 points, you wouldn't earn any extra points. Holy crap! I just had another epiphany. This is an epiphany night. Okay, so imagine this: you run it up to 5,000 points, and then you collect it, and you go back down to 1,000, and then you run it up to 5,000 again, and you drain. It didn't help you to collect it, because you would have just ran it up to 10,000, which you would have got when you drained. Interesting. So you have to run it up to 20, probably, or around 20, to make it even worth your while to collect it, unless you do it accidentally. But this game has this interesting little thing where there's 3 gates, basically. So there is Odin's lair. So that will open up, that gate that doesn't let you go in there. That will open up, and it will let you come in here. And then you fall down and you get 6,000 points. And when you hit that 5,000, it closes Odin's lair. But you can also go through the Valhalla, and whenever you go through there, you get 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 5,000, and then it'll close. So those two gates are very cool. You can get a lot of points that way, and it's kind of an interesting shot. But look at this one over here. If you go through this damn hole, this gate, you land over here in almost like another shooter lane. You hit that switch. It lets you collect the bonus, and then the ball disappears under this plastic. There's a kicker in there that kicks it back out onto the playfield. So you can collect the bonus over and over again if you can get through that left gate, which is kind of tricky to do. But the ball kind of bounces through there sometimes. So, you know, there is a shot into it, but look at the freaking angle of that. You know, so we're lined right up with the flipper. There's your shot, buddy. Good luck. So you can kind of bounce it into it, which is usually what happens, but they weren't just going to give you those 20,000 points for free. There's also 1,000 on the out lanes, blah, blah, blah. All right, so that's about it. And then it says, matching the last numbers of the score with the numbers which light on the back glass at the end of the game scores one replay, of course. Tilt disqualifies the ball and play from further scoring. Okay, so we're going to set up a tripod. We'll play it a little bit, and we'll see if I can get any kind of score going. I'll tell you what my score is that I get at the end of each game, or as we go along. So we'll see if I would like to get up to 100,000. You can see on this back glass that it will only go up to 99,990 because the last number is fake. It's just a zero. It never changes. So you can get 9,900. No, you can get 99,990 points. And then whenever you go a little bit higher, it lights up this little 100,000 point light. So it rolls over and the 100,000 comes on. So maybe I can get it to do that if I'm very lucky. I figured it out. Her name is Taya Valkyrie, and her finishing move is called the Road to Valhalla. So now we know, people. The mystery has been solved. We can all get back to our regular lives. Okay, so I'm going to try playing it. We'll see if we can get anywhere. Okay, so what am I shooting for? So I'm trying to hit the loop. Oh, it didn't even mention in the instruction card about the loop. So if you hit the loop, you get 1,000 points. You get an advance of your bonus. You get 5,000 points at the back. And I guess it's a total of 5 bonus advances for going all the way through it. So if you hit that loop, you really get them ends. Oh, come on. Boy, it looks a little dark up there without turning on either one of those pop bumper lights or without any lights in those middle rollovers. But there must have been some reason that they did it like that. We won't go over my score yet because, Now, did it earn that quarter? Really? Really, people? Did it really earn that quarter? Okay. See, now I'm getting into it. See how I swung the ball harder, shot the ball harder? Definitely more into it this time. Bam! Look, I got to hit it once. So there's my loop. Okay, so if I could score that bonus, give me them points. Oh, damn it. Okay, we're going to get it at the end. That's cool. We're going to get it at the end. Okay, so I got 52,000 points on the first ball, and obviously I'm not that great. I'm just saying it's a very high scoring game. Ooh. It tried to do a straight down the middle, people. You'll notice there are no in lanes. Same player shoots again. Yeah. I wonder why that is. Did I get a free... Why did it say same player shoots again? Must be the score. So I'm up to 90,880 points, and I'm only halfway through ball 2. Very cool, very cool. I want to try to get that bonus collector over there on the left so you can see what that actually even does. Look, I'm trying. Those gates are kind of cool. I mean, you get a lot of points out of those. Whoa, damn. Did you see that? It fell all the way down the playfield, didn't hit one thing. All right, so I'm finally on ball 3, but I have 119,380 points. Look, that's a hell of a... Ooh. Now, it's an old EM, and you can say, there's not much to shoot at. But I'll have you notice, it was just so fast, I missed it because I wasn't quick enough to see it going down the flipper. So, I mean, it can get kind of fast. All right, so I ended up with 128,450 points, and that'll probably be about as good as I get. Boy, that was, I planned that, you know. It went exactly how I planned. I planned that too. I wanted to show how sometimes it can go through the middle. Ooh. Did you see that crap? It fell out of the horseshoe right down the middle. Oh, come on. Gotta be careful with those middle shots, people. Gotta be careful. Let's try it again. Give me something. Give me something I can work with. I mentioned in one of the repair videos, the flippers actually work very good for this vintage. It's got the old style Williams EM flippers, and they're a little bouncy. I mean, they do fine for what it is, but they hadn't gotten to the DC flippers yet. Oh, I almost collected my bonus. Oh, come on. All right. The camera's right in the way, but I'm going to start knocking the damn thing out of the way when it starts trying to drop down the middle like that. Oh, it held over the pop bumper being lit. I didn't recognize that earlier. Okay, so let's see what it holds from ball to ball. Okay. So I want to see if it holds the pop, what turns the pop bumpers off. Okay, so that my left one's lit. Okay, so the left pop bumper's lit. And you may have noticed that the extra ball when lit comes on, like when it was counting down the bonus, you saw that come on and go off, come on and go off. It's because they've got, what turns that light on is just what position the bonus is at, which is a good way to do it. So it holds over your gates that are open, and it holds over your pop bumpers that are lit up from ball to ball. That's pretty cool. A lot of machines don't do that. They'll reset after each ball. On the old ones. Oh! So if you might be able to see that that gate up there, up at the top. See it? The one that's lit on the right. The way that works is there's a little relay, a little solenoid below the playfield, and it has a wire going up through the playfield that's attached to the other end, the back side of that gate. And that thing, you know, a relay, it has the top's crooked like that, and it just pulls it down flat. So it can only move about that far. That's all the travel it has, about like that. And it has that wire just the right length, and that gate is just low enough that when it pulls it just a little bit, it raises about 1/4 inch, and that's just enough to let the ball pass under it. So pretty cool, old school stuff, people. You got to remember, on these EMs, they were doing everything with switches and little relays. So like little stuff like holding holding which pop bumper's lit from ball to ball, but not from game to game. It took some thinking to figure out how to do that, you know. All right, so this thing, I would like to get that bonus shot on the left just so you see that before we call it a night. You see how it bounced out of the saucer? One of the reasons it did that is because I have the playfield angle jacked up higher than it's supposed to be, because I just kind of like playing them like that. It's supposed to be a little more flat, but we kind of go high with it. So one of the problems that you get is sometimes it won't land in saucers quite as good or as much. It'll do more of that, where it kind of just rolls out of it. It also makes your flippers slightly weaker, but it makes the ball roll faster too, so it makes the game a little more fun in my opinion. But you know, if you think I am just wrong about that, you can lower the back leg. I have not done anything permanent to make it more steep. Really, I don't nudge the game much anyway, but I can't nudge it because I've hit the camera, right? It's right here, right in the middle of the thing. But man, if you gave that a good little slap, I think you could get your flipper underneath that ball as it's coming out of that. Okay. So that first game was 128,000. That may end up being our record, people. Look how they balance everything. Going through that middle one, remember? Oh, okay, and so if you go through the bottom gate, it turns off both of them too. But going through that middle one did turn on both gates, but it didn't turn on either pop bumper. So the pop bumpers are only worth 10 freaking points. Unless they're lit up, then they're 100. So everything's a trade-off. Depends on, if you land in one of the saucers, you don't open both gates, but you turn on one of the pop bumpers. Ooh, I don't know if that shot can be made from that flipper. Oh, about got it. Did you see that? It was trying. But really, like I was saying, if you're not up to 20,000, it's kind of a useless shot because you're going to get the same points. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Yeah, it's that time I only got 53,000. We got to do better than that, people. Come on. We got to get it going. I need some applause. I need some people behind me on this. I want to just get it in that bonus thing just so you can see that it does do that and how it shoots the ball back out. Because you might not believe me. What if you don't trust me? Oh, come on, give me that extra ball too. Oh. Oh man, it's hard to do. That is a tough shot. I'm not that great at them anyway, but it's taking all of my considerable skill to not get in that collect bonus thing. Look at it all lit up like a Christmas tree. Give me them bonus points. Oh, come on. Okay, folks, we're going to do one more game. That damn thing. Did you see that? Okay, did you see what happened there? It fell all the way down the playfield. But I want you to know that the good folks at Bally did not take a ball away from me for that nonsense. You have to actually score for it to know to move the ball count unit. So it did not, since I didn't score one freaking point, it didn't take the ball away from me. So now if I lost, it would take the ball. Get it! I'm gonna develop Tourette's playing this freaking game. Oop. Once again, I did not get a point. It saved the freaking ball. Joey did the playfield on this one. I may need to ask him if there was an adjustment to bring them in just a little bit. We got to play another one. I got to try to get that collect bonus for you. What if this turns into like that 2-hour video I did on the trying to get the multi-ball on firepower? Whoa. About had it. it about made it from the freaking... It about made it from the damn kicker. Did you see that crap? So I got an extra ball. Did you see that crap? It came off here. It was glorious. It came off here, and it went... I think it hit here. Hit just below it. But it almost made it, because see, it's got a little better angle. The reason you can't do it with your flipper is because it's a little bit too, you know, but this, the sling actually has a little bit better angle. You might be able to get it in there with the damn sling. Come on. Come on. What are you doing to me? Come on. Boy, it acts like it's going to do it. But it's just enough to piss you off. It's not actually going to do it. It's just trying to make you think that it's going to do it. You might be able to try to play it off this freaking kicker, though. And I was watching another gentleman's video. And... oh, it gave me another ball because I went over 90 or again or whatever. I was watching another gentleman's video where he was saying that he bounces it in. He does a damn bank shot. Bam, bam, bam. But you know what? I didn't see him do no bank shot in that video. As far as I'm concerned, there ain't no evidence that that shot's even possible that anybody has ever went in there, because I've never seen a video of it. Alright, so I ended up with 105,000 that time. We're going to play one more. Oh no, that damn drop. That drop down the right side is crazy. And I don't know why it does. Oh, you know what? Look, that's interesting. All this, to me, all this stuff's interesting. If you look, there is a path right through here that it keeps doing, and then it can fall. Because, you know, this pop, it's really hard to hit that unless you kind of hit it on the top. If you're over here anywhere next to it, you're going to miss it, right? So there is a path off the rebound or whatever where it can go to the right, fall right by it all the way damn down, and then if it doesn't hit this right, it must be somehow it keeps getting by me. I don't know how it's doing it, but I'll have to rewind it and watch it. But if you look, it's not on this side because this sticks out a little bit. Like it's designed slightly different because it has this kick lane here where this kicker knocks it back out. So that pushes this over just a little bit, even though we got the shooter lane over here. Like they don't have it all. It's not quite the same. So there's just enough over here to where the ball can't do that too easily on this side. So you don't have the same problem on this side. But on this side, you keep getting it where it barely goes by. Because there's just a little teeny tiny bit more real estate over there because of the way they have that gate up there on the top. They've got that kind of pulled back a little bit. All right, we're on ball 2. There we go. Very nice. So there you go. That's how it works. Now if I can get it up to 20, it'll be worth it. You know what I mean? So I was at 11, so I would have got the same score. I guess you get the points too, though, whenever you go through there. I don't know. Okay, ball 3. But now you know how it works. As if you couldn't figure it out on your own. But now there is documented evidence that shot is possible, or it's impossible to go through there somehow. All right, folks. So I still only got 40,000 even after collecting the bonus. Isn't that ridiculous? Oh my God. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. It's an interesting old game, but it's like a lot of 70s games. you know, they're kind of, it's a blast from the past. You know what I mean? To a casual player, they'd probably really like this game just because of the weird theme and the you get to knock the ball around a little bit, you know. But to the person that considers themselves a pinball expert, they're probably not going to be too happy with it. But you get. I'm always apologizing for these designers back in the day, but you've got to understand they would have had 6 machines in a place, and so they were trying to come up with something that just wasn't the same old damn thing over and over again. You know, you kind of got the same idea in all of the good games, so they kept trying to step out on a limb and say, well, what if we do one like this? Oh no, that one sucks, nobody liked it. Well, what if we do one like this? Oh no, that one sucks too, nobody likes it. Well, what about this one? Oh, you accidentally left the spot over here where the ball can fall all the way down the damn playfield. You know, I mean, they weren't trying to make the thing not fun. It's just they were trying to make it fun, and it wasn't as fun as some of the other ones. So I can't hate on them. I'm an optimist. Hey, and didn't you have fun anyway? You had fun watching me play it. You weren't even playing it and still had fun. So if you did have fun, leave your comments below. If you didn't have fun, keep your comments to yourself. Make sure to give us a thumbs up, too, for taking the trouble to film it for you. Now, if you want to see all of the games that we have available for sale right now, you can go check them out on our website. Go to lionsarcade.com. There is a link below. And you can go see all of the arcade games and the pinball machines, and every once in a while we get a jukebox that we have for sale at the moment. It changes all the time as we sell things and fix other things and whatever. We just fixed this one tonight, or finished fixing it tonight, I should say. And so it is up on our website live right now. But I film these videos ahead of time, so whenever this comes out, it might already be gone. We're not really filming these to show them off and try to sell them, because believe me, if I wanted to put a sales pitch on it, I could put a hell of a sales pitch on it. But these things sell themselves, so we don't have to do that. But this isn't necessarily to try to sell you this game. This is because we're just trying to document some of these old games. A lot of people take videos of these, and we get some people saying, I wish you just played a game and not talk. Well, I can't play them very good. If you're looking for somebody to play the hell out of this thing, I'm not your guy. Right? But what I can do is tell you, hey, I think that's cool. Hey, look how this shot's slightly different. Hey, look how they did the artwork here. I love the colors, and I don't see a lot of people doing that in their videos, people. So we're a little bit unique in that, but we're just trying to film them so that there's a record of these things long term, because one of these days, they won't be here anymore. And or there won't be many of them here anymore. And hopefully, you know, if somebody took the time to film each individual game that they ran across, that'll be kind of cool for people to look out down the road and say, hey, look at this weird freaking Viking Valkyrie type pinball machine that was out way back in the day. Now, this is 2020 that I'm filming this in. So you're looking at a 46-year-old game, I guess. Is that right? 20, 40, yeah, 46-year-old game. You know, so at 46 years old, this thing was still working. Do you think they designed this thing to still be working 46 years later? Hell no, they wanted you to buy another one the next year, right? So if you got 2 years out of it, they would have been happy. The manufacturer would have thought, yeah, we did them right. Well, this thing's still working 46 years later. Of course, we fixed it up, but I didn't spend all that much money on it. I fixed what was there. You know, it was still fixable, you know. So I think they're masterpieces, you know. But like I said, we're not trying to necessarily sell you this game. So whenever you go to our website, it may not even be on there anymore, but you can see the stuff that we do have in now if you're looking to buy a game, arcade game or a pinball machine. Now, if you're not looking to buy one, or if you're local, you can come by and see us. We're in downtown Rock Hill, South Carolina. If you are looking to buy a game, or if you just want to come check us out, we've got a whole room full of, and when I say room, it's a pretty big room, people. We've got a showroom full of a lot of arcade games. We also sell old video games, things like that. So you can come by and see us. We're in downtown Rock Hill, which is about 15 miles south of Charlotte, in downtown. Now, if you can't come by and see us and you don't want to buy one, that's just fine. You can subscribe to us here on YouTube, and every time we get one of these suckers in, we'll film a little video of it for you if it's something interesting. Now, for whatever reason, a lot of the people to watch our videos are not subscribed to us, which is cool, I guess, but I can't figure it out. I don't understand why. So there's only like, our videos are watched by a ton of people, and every video is watched by a ton of people, but the people that are subscribed are only like 15% of the views. So go look at some of our numbers on some of our videos and then run the math. How is that even possible? I don't get it. How is it possible that people that aren't subscribed to us are the bulk of the people watching, and then as we get more subscribers, we get tons more people watching? It's weird. It's so strange. I'm trying to figure it out. So subscribe to us if you can. The other thing that we've been talking to people about is our little Amazon thing. We're doing this little thing with Amazon where we put a link down below our video to some product on Amazon. So on this one, maybe we'll link the wax that we use to wax it. And we'll say, hey, this is the wax we use. Now, if you go to Amazon and look at that wax, you might want to buy it. Or you might say, you know what, Ron, I don't even like that wax. That's not the right type of wax. You shouldn't be using that. You know, but the whole point is, if you go to Amazon, we sent you to Amazon. So anything you buy on Amazon, Amazon pays us a royalty fee for, because we sent you there. So if you go to Amazon, look at our wax and buy it, we get a little royalty fee. But if you go to Amazon and say, to hell with your wax, and buy a bag of diapers for your kid or something, we get a royalty for that too, because we sent you to Amazon. So we didn't know it worked like that, but once we figured it out, holy crap, it's really cool. Now, we're not getting rich off of that. I don't want to misstate it. We're not making a ton of money, but it's so neat because it's a way that people can kind of tip us for the video, but don't have to spend anything because it doesn't raise your prices or anything. So we've thought that's pretty cool. People have asked us about Patreon. We are not going to be doing Patreon. No offense or no problems with anybody that is doing Patreon, even other arcade channels and stuff like that. No problems with that at all. There's nothing wrong with that. But personally, we're running a business, and we just don't feel that it would be right to make you spend your hard-earned money when we're a business. So we're making money as a business. And by the way, we're not going anywhere. So you know, if you don't go buy things on Amazon, that's fine. We'll still be here. We're not going to be doing a Patreon, so we don't want anybody sending us money or anything. We just want you to subscribe to us, hang in there, and give us a thumbs up for filming our videos, because that may be one of the reasons that YouTube is passing them around like they are candy, like it's crack. We've had lots of people tell us that they're watching our videos from all over the world, and that's really exciting. So if you are watching from somewhere strange, I shouldn't say strange. Maybe I should edit that out. You know, I'm an American. We think like this. You know, if you're watching from somewhere strange to me, let me know, and I'll shout you out in the video if I can remember. So the other day we had somebody from Norway, I believe. Was it Norway? Had someone from Norway tell us they watch all our stuff from Norway. So we really appreciate that. We've had people from Germany recently say that they're watching our videos. We appreciate that in Germany. And there are tons of people that watch our videos in the UK. We've got a whole little fan section in the UK, and we appreciate that. You might notice in all of our videos, Hope is always replying. She's from the UK, and she's always saying that, oh, great video, we loved it. So we thank you, Hope. We see you out there. And people all over the place. So leave your comments below. Let us know where you're from, where you're watching us at. And we'll try to respond to as many of the comments as we can. And we hope you enjoyed the video. I enjoyed playing it. It's not as fast as some of them. It doesn't have as much going on as some of them. But it's got a hell of a name, doesn't it? This is Bally's Rogo.